Hello, fellow truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are continuing our career mode, and between the last episode and this one, I did do some grinding to get the money that we needed to go ahead and buy a vehicle. So we are now in a used International 9900i. I decided to go ahead and start out with the International brand trucks because I usually do a Kenworth for American Truck Simulator. And I usually do the new modern version of it. I wanted to do something a little bit different. And since when I was a bus driver, I drove international buses. Why not go with this one? Some kind of weird brand loyalty, but not really. Okay, so we just need to get over here. We are going to pick up a, I don't remember what we're picking up. We're picking up some kind of mechanical device or something like that and taking it up to Oxnard, California. And now that we have our own truck, we don't have to worry about just kind of warping around the map. Every time we start a new episode, we will pick up from the location that we left off from the last time. So we'll have some kind of continuity in our little journey here. Oop, didn't see him stop. So, okay, well, I'm gonna have to stop here and wait for the light to change. So I'll be back when that's ready. All right, here we go. A couple of new things that I'm wanting to try out as we go, in addition to the new truck, is I'm also using head tracking now. The free OpenTrack software seems to work kind of okay with this, especially if all you're doing is just kind of glancing over at your mirrors. So we'll see how that kind of goes. So we need to get into this thing here. And then you'll also notice that at the bottom of the screen, you can see the truck information down there. So I downloaded a mod that kind of minimized that so I could just have the map up. Let's see, which one is it? I think should be this guy right here, yeah? Oh, I actually have to accept the thing. Hold on. Okay, do that. Freight market, and then we'll... Oh. This is not what was available a minute ago. That's super annoying. There was like a big red machine available here. It must have expired already. I forgot that there was expiration dates on these, but that's fine. We'll take this one. It's not that big of a deal. It's all money in the bank. The other job was going to be like $8,000, but this one is not going to be quite as much. All right, let's go ahead, get ourselves attached to this. I think after this one, though, I just wanted to go do a quick intro on the truck, so that's why I kind of started it before we had our job set up. But I think that going forward, I'll go ahead and grab these loads, and then we'll just start off with the load, because it seems like most YouTubers who do this kind of follow that format, and it kind of makes sense. All right. So let's go ahead and get on our way. You can look down at the bottom right of that little text blurb, and you can see that we have 208 miles until we get where we're going. Got our nice little handy dandy windshield mounted GPS that comes from one of the mods that I have. It's going to take a little bit to get used to the head tracking here, because number one, it's not super precise like Track IR is going to be, so it's a little bit finicky because it looks at your face rather than a few little points of light. But I can't afford a Track IR, so this is what we're doing. And I gotta train myself to get used to the head movements to find what I'm trying to get to. Because if I want to look out the window like that, it's a little bit different than just glancing at the mirror there. So. It's just gonna take practice, and unfortunately, because it takes so long, you guys are just gonna have to be along for that ride, because I don't want to progress too far without you guys following along. The whole point is you guys are supposed to be here for the journey, and if I'm driving outside of recording, then you guys are missing all of that. So, but having the head tracking, hopefully, once I kind of figure it out, will be much nicer. All right, so. And I'm kind of curious, I saw some of the engines that are available for this thing are actually pretty nice. So hopefully we can get some pretty powerful stuff going with this. I'm curious to know what cab options are going to be available, though. I have no way of knowing what my cruise control is set at. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is Is that there's, well, I mean, I guess maybe. Will this tell me what my cruise control is set at? I can't read what that says. Oh, some of the other things you probably noticed if you have watched any of my previous videos is that we have a bunch of accessories in the car. I have my view locked to only looking left and right because I don't want there to be any issues with looking around when I'm trying to snap to something. Other YouTubers have stated that they have issues even with their track IR looking around their cab when they have their vertical stuff turned on, and 99% of the time you just need to look left and look right to check your mirrors and look outside and things like that. So but I have a cooler over there, I have a cooler over here, you can see that. There's a lightsaber over there on the dash right there. Got our compass up there on the top, which I think is kind of cool, lets me see what direction we're traveling in. Obviously the GPS, all of these are mods that are included in I don't know how you pronounce it, Sisal, SISL, and he includes a bunch of extra accessories and things like that. So yeah, there's that. And then there's obviously we have the front windshield the front bug screen on the hood up there, so that's another clearly visible thing. We also have chrome fuel tank, some lights and horns on the top, things like that. So nothing too crazy. We don't have a lot of money for crazy amounts of accessories yet. We'll get there. But I think the big thing for me is I want to be able to quickly check my mirrors and not have to have those interface mirrors up there like they were. So I think am I able to do this while I'm moving? Okay, I need to fix my mirrors because that right mirror is not necessarily giving me the best view right now. I want to be able to clearly see where the trailer is. So, okay, yeah, I guess that's fine. And then this one is, well, I don't know. When I was looking at it, it was fine. I think for the view changes depending on what you're looking at. So I think you have to overcorrect a little bit to get the view that you want for this. So let's close that and escape from that. Can I see? Okay, that's better. Yeah, we'll go with this for now. I want to make sure I'm not going to hit anybody when I try to make a lane shift. And it seems like our cruise control is set to 55, so that's just going to be kind of a trial and error thing. The only thing, the problem with going with one of these older trucks is that you're not getting those really cool modern dash displays, which makes it so that you can see, all kinds of information about your truck. It's a very classic design, and it's very pretty, and I kind of like the white gauges on the back, the white background for the gauges, because that's just a look that I've always liked. I've always liked white backgrounds for gauges like that. Don't know why, I just always have. Always thought that they were really cool. Down to about 148 miles, we can get this load dropped off, and then hopefully, if there's enough time, we can find ourselves one more. I have leveled up several times since the last time we did a video, but the only things I've added to my character have been just the various classes of cargo. I haven't added any long-range stuff or fuel economy or any of that stuff. So we're going to have to pay attention to things like that. I don't even know where the fuel gauge is on this truck. I haven't looked around for it yet. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Of course, it's hidden by my steering wheel. But fortunately, this steering wheel did not come with the truck. It came with. Oh, we're getting an ad from Spotify. Okay, well, I guess that might not be the solution that I'm looking for my music setup here. I can't even hear what you guys are hearing on the music, so I don't know. I started hearing somebody talking, and I'm like, what's going on with that? Why am I getting an ad? And I guess that's kind of sort of like the radio anyway, so maybe that won't be such a bad thing, but it will be a problem for my other videos. I didn't realize, I forgot that Spotify, unless you're paying for it, it sticks you with ads. So I don't know, that might that might not be. I'm using the stream beats from Harris Keller for my background music right now, just to try to have something going on. I did not realize that there were going to be ads in this though, so I don't think that's going to be something I proceed with because it's highly inappropriate for my other videos, and I don't really want to advertise for people on my channel either, and I'm not getting paid for it. So this will probably be the last time I use that. Oh, we need to get off here. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess I just need to get on. The only problem is that he took it off of YouTube. So he took most of his music off of YouTube, or either that or he just built it out onto Spotify for the most part. So I can't just pop onto YouTube and play it there either because I don't get ads on YouTube. I use that Brave browser and it pretty much bypasses every ad that's available there. Check my mirrors every once in a while to make sure I know what my situational awareness is. 95 miles, getting close, getting close. We gotta start paying attention to that fatigue simulation. Unfortunately, excuse me. We're going to have to start sleeping at some point, which is going to be interesting to do in this day cab. The only thing about this game that kind of like irks me a little bit is... I'm sorry, dude. Get out of the way. So the only thing that irks me a little bit about this game is that they have you go around in day cabs, but then you still have to sleep, so what do you do then? Try not to overspeed around this. We're only doing 45, so I think it's saying the turn speed limit is 50, so we should be fine. We'll slow down a little bit, and then we'll let the hill take us back down to 55 and re-engage our cruise control. Right. And then I guess we can stay here because the truck lane is this hill is gonna make us real slow. I don't know that my cruise control re-engaged, but that's fine. I'll power up the hill myself. Sorry, I'm not getting stuck behind these guys. Let's get up this hill, get over to our destination. We're down to about 60 miles now, so shouldn't be that much longer. It would be nice if this cab had an indication that your cruise control was on, though. They provide it, but then they don't provide any indication that it's working. That's kind of frustrating. Should at least be a light or something. I gotta get out of the habit of doing that. Every once in a while, I'll glance over at my recording just to make sure everything's still kind of running fine. But then now that my head is being tracked by the software, that's kind of not a good idea. Okay, can we get over? I don't know. I kind of want to... Well, mean, I guess that's actually a pretty decent distance to turn for your head. I don't know. I kind of want to figure out a curve to my turning so that, you know, I can turn a fair distance and it will actually, well, I was scratching my, that's another thing about this. Because it's not using points of light, anything I do that disrupts the detection pattern is going to mess up the head tracking. So, I don't know. It's not a very good solution to the problem. I can do the Aruko marker, but then I have to wear a hat on my head, and, you know, this only affects me every once in a while when I do something weird. I just gotta make sure I use my left hand to do that. Doesn't seem to hit it as much. Down to about 20 miles, which means we'll be able to drop this off pretty soon. I don't think we're ever going to be able to get more than one load in per episode, because I don't like my episodes to go any longer than about 30 minutes. Which means that, you know, we're just not going to have enough time to cram 2 into one of them. I don't know, you guys let me know. Those of you who have an interest in watching these videos, do you want me to do 2 loads and do more than 30 minutes for this specific? Like, I'm not going to do it for the hunting videos. Those are never going to be more than 30 minutes. But for this particular one, because we're right there on the line, leave me a note in the comments. Do you want to see 2 loads, or are you happy with these 20-ish minute videos with 1 load? And then you can just kind of wait for the next one and wait for the next load. I'm not super crazy about, like, trying to progress as fast as possible. It's not really my goal. So I'm fine with just doing 1 load per video, and then, you know, maybe it takes us a year or more to get to where we're actually leveling up. Should have used my turn signal, I forgot. Got to start getting into the habit of looking at my mirrors too. It's a scanning pattern that I have to get used to, because, you know, I've been just kind of trusting to luck that the trailer wasn't going to hit anything, but now that I can look over there, I really have no excuse. I just got to train myself to do it. Okay, so here's where we need to get our trailer into. So what we'll do is we'll swing ourselves around like this, and then just kind of try to get as far around like this as we can. Okay, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far to where we're going to back into that fence, so I think I'll pull a little more to where we get parallel. That'll give us a little bit of room. Hold on, let me straighten out my wheel here. So that should allow it to back up a little bit like that. The nice thing about this truck is that I can turn around like this and be able to see out the back. Okay. I'm actually just going to pull forward a little bit to straighten out so we don't have to fix that. Turned around there. That's all right. This will get us loaded into the docking bay here, nice and clean. I don't have a steering wheel and pedals, so kind of limited as to my throttle control. All right, well, hopefully you guys had lots of fun with that one. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. If you are not subscribed, be sure to do that now so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed. And I'm also providing channel memberships for those of you who have an interest in supporting the channel that will provide you with early access to my videos for at least a day. And along with other things that you can find out by clicking on that join button. So be sure to do that so you can find out what you'll get for your support for the channel. Again, I hope you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that, be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.